this, do this. Is it working now?
내 탄환이 향하는 곳은 언제나 필요해. 조금의 우연.
여전히 무섭고 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아. 나갈 수 없어.
관리자님이 명하는 것이라면 타련은 어디든 무엇이든 누구든 관통해냅니다. 설령 누구든 관통해내 사랑하는 사람일지라도 사랑하는 사람일지라도 주인
지위를 받는 건 오랜
헌팅 커틀러리
지위를 받는
준비
건
끝.
오랜
헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신 머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해. 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
I muted the wrong thing. Oh my god. Huh. I muted the wrong thing. You've got to be kidding me. I meant to mute the desktop audio. Oh my god. Okay. That should fix things. Yeah, okay, there we go. Uh well, let's see. What's this? Combat Star consumes 6 voice counts. Do I have any starting resources? No. Okay, yeah, we'll just do this for now. Did the AoE activate otherwise? No. And maybe I should have used it. Didn't realize that would go off first. I also didn't realize how much voice this gives her. Oh yeah, it does get reused. Okay, that deals a lot of damage. Nice. How do you reload again? That's this, right? Once per encounter. Okay. On use gain, bunch of poise count. This also gives her 4 poise count. Yeah. This spends free ammo. This spends up to free ammo. Okay. I probably should have arranged the passives correctly. Yeah, I didn't think about that, did I? Yeah, I definitely should have had BL Dawn on the bench so that she'll keep getting more poise. Because she's definitely overboard right now, but she's still hurting for... Can always use as much poise count. Why does she have no... I guess she must have consumed... Oh, it's combat start. Oh, that would make sense. It's combat start. I thought it was on use. I'm like, wait a minute. Where'd all our poise go? Alright, now that I got that part figured out. Man, her having so many of these skill trees is really nice. "22 poise count already. That's good. Well, he's out of ammo now. Power counter into all of that. That should hopefully work. The full stop IDs definitely feel more complicated, especially for bullet IDs. That's for sure. Okay. It just feels like there's a lot to manage with them. especially when you're trying to make them work in tandem.
움직임이
But as with everything, they'll just get easier to use a fall. Oh, oh, was it end of turn? Auto reload?
긴장하셨나요? 그럴 땐 크게 심호흡을 하면 도움이 된답니다.
Oh, it's just the on. So the ammo is just for the on-hit effect. Okay. That's good to know. Oh, skill frees are finally starting to roll in. That's nice.
영원한 참으로
I feel like if you get lucky enough, you could totally solo it with Maid Ryoshu.
힘이 없을까요?
꿈을 꾸러 가도
Because it gain her skill 2 has free attack weight, right? With a conditional.
참으로
So you need a skill free into a skill 2, and then you just need to make sure you crit as well to pick up the kills on everyone. And then from there you can snowball pretty heavily.
그 삶의 마침표를
뭔가 묻힌
그 삶의 마침표를
Oh, no one else is spawning because this guy's still alive. Okay, well,
전투응대에 나선 꿈을 꾸러 가도
here we go. There's 3 of them now.
전투응대에 나선
You just kind of pick damage. It should work out.
꿈을 꾸러 가도
In any case, the real goal here is just to try and get
영원한 참으로
large crits. Although I don't know if I've gotten it already.
영원한 참으로 인도하지.
I'm pretty sure I haven't because it was like 300 damage with a single crit. I don't know. Yeah, she's only dealing like about half of that. I probably have to rely on Hong Lu for that. Most likely.
꿈을 꾸러 가도
Also because he does double damage.
영원한 참으로 인도하지.
Because of their fatalities. At least when they're not staggered. I mean, like, her first attack for the skill free staggers them, so the second coin does fatal damage.
마침표를
How does he gain count?
하셨나요?
On use of skill 1, on use,
도움이 된답니다.
on use. Oh, just has on use. Okay. Oh, I know, that's melee support. That's just gain poise. Okay. Sure.
전투응대에 나선 꿈을 꾸러 가도
Oh, she's hit the poise cap already.
꿈을 꾸러 가도
There we go. A bunch of them should have sync on them. Or BM.
영원한 참으로 인도하지.
So that should cause a bunch of reuses. Maybe?
영원한 참으로
I'm not
인도하지.
really too sure on how that works.
꿈을 꾸러 가도 꿈을 꾸러 가도
I might need to 7th bullet someone with the ego. Because, well, it changes all multipliers from, like, the full stop passive and other things. I don't know.
전투응대는 성공적이었다. 나쁘지
I was only one short of last time. Do anything? No, I didn't. That was a waste of my time. Yes, I'll enter. I'll do burn. Except not really. I'll just go back to that. It was, what, Team 9? Yeah. What was your passive? Again? Or the support passive? Ammo, yeah, I don't care. Either something, poise or burn, I guess this. Ally gain poise count and haste. 3 times per turn. Another one's 1 time per turn. Okay. Is that the best we got? Yours is resonance. What was yours? It's like gain charge skill. This one's bullet related, I remember that much. Is this just like more damage on, I don't know, on Clash 1 gain haste? You're probably the better one. Combat start, ally of most poise deals more damage on crit hit. That works. Yours is probably something similar. Pride res, sure. Gives me a bit of final power. I don't think I need anything else. I am benching you, so... Extra burn count. I don't need it. Inflict bleed on crit, or... It's not much, is there? I guess I go with base. I'm fielding you. She boosts Pierce attack, right? Release poise when gaining poise of its own skill or coin effects. That doesn't affect her passive, that's unfortunate. Most SP deals extra pierce damage. Yeah, I'll keep that. Let's see. Multi-crack, Klein, Hammer, Wild Hunts. This is just more damage the more damaged you are. Highest max HP damage, less HP. Two free. 180. Okay. So Regret's going to be dealing more damage, except not really. None of these give her poise, do they? No, they don't. Binds is probably the first one you want to get off, just so that you have infinite ego resources. I mean, you could spam everything. Oh, this start a turn gives you pierce damage up. Yeah, you want that. Is this one bullet related, or is it... No, it's guard related. I think Captain Ish is the best one. Yeah. Your sinking supportness is right counter. It's none of our stuff. Here, maybe this one? And that's probably it. No. Maybe you, because I know you have shield per poise count. Yeah, no. I'll stick with Gambler. Does Gambler affect the first deployed, or most HP? I do have Ting Tang. So if I'm going for a high damage crit, I probably just want to not have you on the field. Instead I'll do like... base? I guess? I don't know. Blade Lineage, I guess, is probably the best we got. I mean, its passive doesn't even activate. Base is probably just better, yeah. And then you! What does this do? Is it bleed support? Yeah, it's just bleed support. It doesn't really matter. Alright. Anyone else I don't mind fielding? I do need, like, theoretically one more person. They just need to have less health than her. Does this... Hmm. You technically only spread poise to upper poise identities, right? No, only Blade Lineage. And then, is BL Dawn also only Blade Lineage? Oh, no, it's... Okay, I can field you to give her... Wait, how much health? 181. You're level 45, she's level 50. Are you kidding me? I can't run you. If only she was one level lower. I could run Edgar Familiar into the mix, I guess. I mean, the things that are iffy are the Faust, and that's 196 base. And the E-Songs, because their passes are very meh. Did I run Ring? What's his health? 190? 180. Okay, so I could do him. I could just do Quad First Mate, yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Run these, I got access to Sun Shower. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure him being 5 levels lower totally won't screw me out of a few kills. It just staggered her on the first turn. I'm not having that. Did they actually roll higher on speed than me? Oh my gosh. Am I trying to do too many things at once? By trying to save my modules? Or for the sake of doing so? Things at once. Okay. Great. That kills. This hits heads, it kills another 2. Nice. Another 4 walk in. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be 5 here. Also, what's that sanity condition? Additional smoke or smoke count? Okay. Max counts 5? I just loses 1 count turn out. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna give this one up as well. If it wasn't using it in a because his first attack staggered. Or, I know he's mono pierced though. I'm not sure. Double heads after winning a clash would probably do it. Yeah, I think that's gonna be all the tech issues we have for the rest of this stream. So I can actually divulge and... Never mind, he just lost that. God damn it. But yeah. I went a break, I didn't find the time to because I was spending time with family. First week back, this is the one of the final days of classes before the weekends. That's why I'm planning streaming now. Despite the fact I could have done it earlier in the week. But, how often I stream, I'm still not
놓치지
settling
말게.
in with classes. So there's a good chance that I just don't stream for a while while trying to figure stuff out. But once I do get stuff figured out, at least until the next round of exams, I should be... I can't run the... Actually, no, I can't, because he's clashing with this, which means the bullet goes
내가
negative.
시범을 보이지.
He's gonna lose that again. That won't kill him. He rolled a... Oh my god. Dealt 10 damage. Okay, those 5 levels do matter, don't they? Because it affects his clash power as well. Okay. Gonna level him up. Alright, there we go. He's level 50 now. Happy?
놓치지 말게.
You happy now? Okay, well in any case, with the streaming stuff, not exactly sure what's gonna happen. I know I was gonna stream today because of Walpurgis. She'll shoot the bullet first. I can only kill free max that turn. Need better. Yeah, in terms of like school and stuff, I should be able to get a schedule in that'll last until the next round of exams. I'm gonna stream, I have no clue. Like I mentioned, I know I'm streaming today because of a Walpurgis, but going forward I have no clue what I'm gonna be doing. I mean, there's a few things I want to do. I mean, there was that one game that I mentioned a while started because I was saving it for stream. The demo of that, at the very least, anyways.
잔피가 떨어질 때군요.
If the next Shadowverse actually ends up releasing while I'm here, I will go forward with that as well. You can bet that I'm gonna be playing that game. Have to do it in this order. Otherwise the clash happens and then she doesn't fire afterwards, so I have to use both the bullets here. Come on. Nice. What? Why didn't that kill? I mean, he didn't kill either of his skill 1s. Now I know his skill 1 doesn't kill them. But why didn't that kill? There's probably someone better than Harpooner Heathcliff. For a support passive, I'll do a double check. Double take. So I know his skill 1s are unreliable unless it crits, most likely. Does this help? With... No, they need to actually inflict rupture to proc that. Is this just blunt damage? Yeah. I mean, the blunt damage helps, I guess. That's Rafrez. This is sinking, I believe. Highest SP deals more. It's Gloom Resonance. I can't activate it anyways. This is max charge. What is this? Inflict Snails. I guess I take the blunt damage. Right? Just go forward with that. If I really wanted to, I guess I could use Superbia on one. Damn it. I mean, this is the dead run anyways, but like... Okay, that dealt 46. Why did it deal less? That overtime, why did it deal 45? I I need to know if his skill 2 does enough damage. I have a feeling he didn't hit both heads though.
아직까지도 저의 총구에는 까닭모를 망상.
작살. 놓치지 말게.
I have a feeling we're gonna be here a while, aren't we?
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
완벽한 한 발을 위해.
Alright. She's not gonna kill that man. I think she rolled tails again. Alright. Wait, did I hit Yi-Sang? Oh my god. Yeah, it's because she loses 10 HP dropping her under. Oh my god. Why can't I just get double bullets? And she happens to be clashing because she needs to SP. Game, please.
작살. 놓치지 말게. 교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
This can work. Never mind, no it can't.
내가
He's using his skill 1. And now it really won't work. Great. Why did that deal 1 more damage than the last time she hit tails? And I don't get what's happening. I just need to know his damage range for skill 1 on both double heads.
제법 지쳤나 보다.
That was not double heads, and he was still kind of close. If he gets double heads, I think it'll kill. So if he rolls double heads on skill 1, we know that'll work as well.
아직까지도 저의 총구에는.
Yeah, now it's just a matter of getting lucky. She has 2 skill 1s in her pool. Or not, well, yeah, that as well. She has 2 of everything in her pool, so 2 skill frees. So that'll help with increasing our odds of getting what we want.
똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
완벽한 한 발을 위해.
But it doesn't change the fact that we're basically flipping a coin. There. Is that hitting Yi-Sang? What I have a feeling. It left them on 1 HP as well. Why does that leave them on 1 HP? It was killing them before. I don't get it. Why did it stop one-shotting them? I like the part where Outis said, "This is my magic bullet," and been Limbus everywhere. Truly a company. Yes, indeed. I'm probably going to be hearing her voice.
놓치지 말게.
Audio sounds delayed too. Oh, great. More audio problems. It might be...
몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
Is it... I have an active clone. There's no buffer, so... Are the plugins I'm using really screwing me over? Because that might be doing it. This doesn't work. She needs to shoot second. Plugins I'm using really screwing me over. That might be
선체 파손된 부위가.
doing it. Okay. I don't know how many attempts I'm gonna end up throwing at
떨어질
this.
때군요.
But I have a feeling we're gonna be here for a while.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고
Ah,
무기부터
Clash Order makes her shoot first. I'm gonna be seeing that screen.
선체 파손된 부위.
Okay.
작살.
How many rolls did I do? I did 120, but it only gave me Honglu and the Ego. The magic bullet ego.
놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기
Ah, she shoots second again. Or she shoots first. I need her to shoot second if I want to get a full wipe on the first turn.
아직까지도 저의 총구엔 까닭 모를 망설임이 남아 있었나 봅니다.
작살. 놓치지 말게. 교단 놈들이 곧 몰려들
Alright.
거야.
Alright, double bullet, that works too.
무기부터 확인해.
She's not clashing though. This is gonna be rough.
완벽한 한 발을 위해
Yeah, no, she didn't even hit heads. And that dealt 35. I don't get it.
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이구려.
When she hits tails, it either does 35, 36, or 37. When she hits heads... Oh, God.
아직까지도 저의 총구엔 까닭 모를 망설임이 남아 있었나 봅니다. 탄피가 떨어질 때군요.
교단 놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, God. 3 different missions done in one session. That I could just do them separately. Why am I like this?
아직까지도 저의 총구엔
Oh, so kill 7 and then genocide them. Or get all 77. And yeah, I do see the thing about the delay you're talking about.
똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
There's audio input clone, general capture. Is it because I'm putting it through 2 layers that it's getting delayed so much? Shouldn't be that bad though. Can I choose like how these are ordered so I can see them all at the same time? That doesn't work.
파손된 부위가 너무 많소. 선체 파손된 정박하고 수리하세. 그리고 수리하세. 다시 호수로 떠나면 될 것이오. 다시 호수로 떠나면 될 것이오.
No, I muted the wrong thing. This should work. Yeah, this should work, I think, right? Yeah. Okay.
작살. 놓치지 말게.
Delay later. On my own time.
교단 놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해. 내가 시범을 보이지.
I do this, that might work. Okay. Okay. She's taking a bit of damage, but she doesn't get staggered, that's fine. I just need her to hit heads twice in a row now. Okay, that's 1. I killed 2, that's good, that's necessary. And then she hit tails. Okay. God damn it. It's looking promising too.
아직까지도 저의 총구에는
작살 놓치지 말게.
At least this won't be nearly as painful as when I did it for,
곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로
it was
차리고
the Green Dawn, I think, was the previous Walpurg, when we had an event like this one. And that one, I didn't have AoE Ego at the time. I think the best AoE Ego was Rodion Pursuance, and that hits like 3 targets max.
아직까지도 저의 총구에는 까닭모를 망설임이 남아
So it was
있었나
like,
봅니다.
I just ran, I think it was a Rodion, I think it was Diechi. Diechi, it was Regret Faust, and then one other unit, I think, to that fight over until I eventually got it. That was awful.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
That doesn't work. Maybe I was running Bullet Out. My memory's not the great. But I can try and see.
아직까지도 저의 총구에는 까닭모를 망설임이 남아 있었나 봅니다.
I might still have an image left on my computer if I screenshotted it.
작살 놓치지 말게. 교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야. 정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
That's a no. Where you're the person where you slotted first gets an extra skill slot. I think it was like it was the thing for the team captain, I remember at the time. I believe, yeah, Dawn is when they introduced, Claire, if I remember correctly. So if that's the case, then yeah, Bullet Outis is definitely out at the time.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야.
I'm really hoping soon that PM does hit us with more challenging content soon. Yeah, they definitely need to. Some of the stuff they've released is already hard, but I'll be honest, it's not that hard. You just need to read
아직까지도
or
저의
just
총구에는
play well up until that point. Because for the dungeons, they're counting on the fact that you have resources built up. So naturally, the fight has to take into account that you have a bunch of resources saved up and that you can afford to use Ego as much as you can. Kanto 7's dungeon, by the way.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야.
Although the fact that the fight is easier if you just solo it instead of just doing it the intended way as a team, is odd. I know people were complaining a lot about the Unbreakable Coins plus Bleed combo.
상체에 파손된 부위가 너무
I mean, it is necessary to take damage, especially with how much more prevalent healing is in comparison to Life. So mandatory damage is necessary in order to curb that.
교단놈들이 곧 몰려들 거야.
It's
정신머리 똑바로 차리고 무기부터 확인해.
God damn it. Similar philosophy as to how you're in like I guess a Souls-like game, and then you come across a bonfire right before a giant gate. You kind of get the impression that there's a hard fight ahead with a boss, right? Or like if a game gives you like full ammo as well as full health packs right before you're like at a door or a giant open something's about to happen, right? So with us, where we have such good available healing, and in dungeons where you're able to stock sin resources, spam healing all the time, you can't let the player get away with that. There needs to be a reason. I know SQ technically made a video with about fluid sac and the consequences of such readily available healing,
파손된 부위가 너무 많.
but I mean,
작살.
you can't like remove fluid sac from the game, so anything they can right now that's actually making content that sort of counteracts that. And like, there's a bunch of other healing egos in the game as well. And a lot of potential with unbreakable coins and rupture as well, in order to get the ball rolling of chain battles. There's some good passes or strats to form of allies dying, like buffing Beal Salt, blood passives. Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff in the game that can actually take advantage of like swapping out your characters or getting like temporary use out of them and then casting them aside. Because realistically, or canon-wise, this is how our gang would probably be fighting, considering that they can get revived. Treat your sinners like they're semi-disposable because, well, you can revive them. It makes sense, and having a bunch of gimmicks that can surround that helps. And actually getting the community to play in creative ways instead of spamming win rate, and maybe you can find like when they lose, when they spam win rate. But yeah, like I know there's the one combo with using loyalty on Malkuth's floor alongside the puppeteer strings for basically infinite strength on one of your units. Like, that is a creative combo. There's a bunch of other things as well that are out there that can happen, and I think that they need to lean it more into that for this side. But they probably do need to make it like a side thing, like the passive. Like everyone just kind of ignores it, which I mean, that's kind of fair at the time. It didn't really do anything. Shit. Wait, no. I can do this. I can also. I don't have enough for Sun Shower. Okay. Are these passives any good? Charge camp, no. And I don't want to gain bind. Well, deal 20% more damage when attacking a type or affinity? Is this Pierce? It is. Yeah, actually give me that. I get 20% more damage with the Sun Shower. With that passive. Wait. Oh. This has 5 attack rate, right? That's the wrong ego. Wait. Oh, I don't have enough for binds. So I'll have to use it anyways. So it's free attack rate. This happens, this kills. This maybe. If I do this, this guarantees all of them go. I can screw around with this stuff next turn. I'll probably have enough resources for binds, which will let me clean up. Okay. Like I know Base Sinclair's passive works off of allies dying as well. There's a bunch of stuff out there that works. That would be for valid strategies now that chain battles exist. The entire mechanic with technically we have what 3 retreat units now. There's the 2 Deviats as well as Heath, the full stock Heath that just released. Do I want to use all my bullets? I can save one. I'll do this. Into... You don't have enough. Okay, so it's just 5 pride res. So I have 2 AoEs going on here. This should be enough.
이 몸이 직접 손봐야겠네.
Hit heads? Nice. Was it just that one guy left? Oh, it was. Okay, so she's low on sanity. I'll start with a sun shower then. I can activate this passive as well. Can go for a 7 shot, and then build up 2 bullets afterwards. And then this should do it. This has 5. Yeah, I'm doing a 5 attack weight and a 7 attack weight shot. This should be good. He had a problem with that basic player. I'm pretty sure his support passive also does the same thing. But I mean, there's also the Fell Bullet that exists, where you can kill your ally. Isang's Fell Bullet. There's also... Like, there's so many reasons now that you might actually want to have an ally die, that you can probably build a team around that can benefit. And then after your entire team dies, you probably have the core of your team, which is probably something that revolves around both the Devyats and like the 2 full stop IDs. Because I could see you just cycling them in and out. I mean, you could speed up their cycle rate by having some of your weaker ones die. You get some, like maybe you're running Outis here. You just charge out with a few bullets, get off a big bunch of AoEs, and then you use the Ego, she dies, she gets good value by dealing tons of damage with the 7th bullet. And then more reliable units just start coming in. It's always a bad, well, it used to be a bad thing to have someone die, because you don't have someone to take their place. But okay, you know what? I don't know a good way to explain this using card game analogies, so I'll just put it this way. For a card game, like let's say, usually, it is a bad idea to bloat your deck, to have more cards than necessary. For example, in Yu-Gi-Oh, you have a choice between having, well, you can have anywhere up to 40 to 60 cards in your deck. Anywhere in between that amount. If you have less than that, it's an invalid deck. If you have more than that, it's also invalid. That's a lot of damage. So, there's that. Now, usually, it's better to have as many cards in your deck as possible, so that you can get to your good cards quicker. Now this only applies if bad cards also exist in your deck. Let's say a game has so many good cards that, like, literally every card that you could put in your deck is good. There is more than, let's say, 40 cards in the game that are good. So much so that you will actually be able to run more than 40 cards in your deck, just because it's so oversaturated with good cards that you can have that it's actually worth running more. In Limbus, this would basically be like, instead of running like base IDs for support passive, you actually have stronger IDs to take the place under when they're actually done on the field. In essence, you can worry about opportunity cost less, because you're actually getting to run everyone, and their passives, well, if the team works together, the passives should still proc anyways, or like support passives and stuff, so you don't, they still do stuff after they die. Are you kidding me? One lived on yeah, especially for long battles, it is very potent. Because the strategy shouldn't just be, oh, it's a backup plan if you hit 5%, and then the enemy just deletes you. or something like that. It should be,
기름도 나오지 않는 놈이
so I can use this ego now, kill off a unit, or like they swap out now. You need to start thinking. It should not be a backup plan. It should be incorporated to your actual plan for how you're going to fight the enemy. Or at least I think that's how it should be. Instead of it being like a passive backup plan, it should be active. You should be actively planning around how you're going to use it mid-battle. It should not be a contingency, it should be a part of the main plan. That's probably what Project Moon is planning around. Wait, I can still get it. 47 out of 77? Wait, no, there's only 9 here. Fuck. If there was 10 here, I'd get it. Oh. Okay, well...
소준 중입니다.
Wait, whenever I attack them, they don't have burn. That explains why she never crits. Pop one of these. This will be a 6. I forgot that I'm just free to spam ego. I should have been doing that the entire time. Yeah, there is also the resource for free fun. Yeah. You're severely less punished for having allies die in chain. With a chain mechanic. And I don't think that people should take that as a oh, it's perfectly fine to fuck up. It should be I can reward myself by doing this on purpose. Like, and I'm surprised people haven't started thinking about that sooner, mainly because of Runa and all the strategies where it's like kill off your nuggets and then you get stronger. Like, of how many strategies there are in Runa, where it's usually you just stack all the good stuff on like your main librarian, and then everyone else dies. Especially with Geberas form, you'd think that people would come to this conclusion sooner. But I suppose not. He didn't hit heads. Okay. You're hoping if Hesse's Garante, it'd be something like just 69. Based on surviving amount of allies increase everyone's power based on damage or something like that. I mean, yeah, that does make sense. That would be the courage cat, right? Although everything, all the current Durante powers are one turn only, so they'd have to word that in a certain way. But it'll basically just be giving everyone final power for a turn, based on how many people are still alive. Deborah could be the opposite and give Pervert buffs to one sinner. That would make sense, yeah. Are you kidding me? I didn't kill them all that turn, so now I only get one? I might just load up on people with AoE egos and spam everything. For the 77. That probably seems like the best out of that. Did this actually give me anything? I don't think I got any of the achievements here.
관리자님이 명하는 것이라면 탄환은 어디든 무엇이든 누구든 관통해내.
Courageous cat is just mounting the smiling bodies, but you want to protect everything. Oh no, I did get it. Oh, I got the crit damage, thank god. I didn't want to keep resetting for that. Okay, let's just kill everyone. Alright. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Everyone has enough.
이거 참 설레는구려.
There. Oh wait, I think like surgery exists as well, right? On Merceau. That one ego. Right? Wild Hunt Heathcliff destroys this event. I mean, you'd figure he would. I know, he's slash and blunt though, so he's, until they get staggered, it's just normal damage, but even then, they don't resist anything else. They're just normal to everything except Pierce, which they're double weak to. Is Paramount with Spice Bush and a number thinner? Paramount with, like, Regret Faust. Regret Faust is so easy to maintain the tremor count for. It's really stupid. Any good passives? I mean, I access Blind Obsession. That's good. I thought she's supposed to gain SP on kill. Is that not? Okay, that's odd. That should kill all of them. Okay, good. Oh wait, no, it spreads SP to the team. Before it was guaranteed to hit her though. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, keep that. Rhyme Shank was right. That's the passive. What was this one? Wasn't it like less damage up or something? Yeah. Except if it's Blade Lineage, you might want to hold off using surgery. Yeah, that makes sense. It kind of depends on what your idea is. Like, I know, like, even for some things, right? Like, maybe you want to get a use of an ego, but you don't have a good idea for them. Like, I know many people dream about, like, ADD Gregor for Rupture teams, for Spark Discharge, but, like, the best Rupture ID we have for him is feckin' Rose Spanner. So it's like, you just don't even bother at that point. Like, you just shouldn't. But in the case of chain battles, you can just do that, kill him off with, like, Bell Bullet or something, if you happen to have Heath on the team, which, if you're running 7 Heath, you probably are. You'll have access to that. You can kill him off if, like, he's not leveled too high, or if he's extra weak to it, depending on... Bell Bullet is... or not Heath, it'll be Yisong, and you definitely have a Yisong on the team. I'll need to check his resistances after this, but if he happens to be extra weak to that, then guess what, you might be able to one-shot him with it, and then instantly get him off the field and have, like, Diechi Rodeo come in, while cycling out with Diechi Sinclair, or not Diechi's, the Deviatis. Also, people just don't think people think Rupture's in a bad spot just because they can't win rate with it. It's doing perfectly fine. People just want to be able to use it like syncing. Or, because, like, I mean, syncing is with Echoes of a Manor. As well as but you don't see as many people running him. So there's definitely way less math and calculations to try and find out how much count you have by the end of a turn, or mid-turn even. Am I on track? I think I'm on track. Alright, that's a 7 right there. Do some more AoEs. Pop a Sun Shower. You get the SP regen going. If it even manages to trigger this turn. Oh, they have increased health already. Yeah, they're not dying to our skill too. Nice.
나아갈 수 없어.
Was that the last one? Yeah, it was. 9. Yeah, that should do it. I kind of want to pop vines instead. But do that. I just need to make sure all of them die. So I will use like at least 2 AoE ego a turn. She actually lost that clash, huh? Alright, here's binds.
이 몸이 직접 선보이겠니?
완성되었나?
일발장전.
This definitely doesn't kill. See, I have the sun shower coming up here. This should probably clean up pretty well. You think by the endgame future events or stories will something like enemy kills 0 out of 200? I mean, that's kind of how it felt in that one section of a story in Kanto 6 with the Red Gaze reveal. Because I didn't know that you're supposed to, like, I think it was you're supposed to have Heathcliff start getting attacked or something along the lines of that. I didn't know you're supposed to do that to trigger his entry, so I was too good at the game. I was still killing everything. So it ended up taking like an extra like 10 turns. Just to do this. Just to get the cutscene to start. But if they do something like that, they either expect us, it's probably like a cutscene type of thing, right? Or they expect you to have tons of resources saved up, so it's some section of a dungeon, and they also expect you to have AoE egos or AoE IDs at that point. Leah on steroids, basically with his battle lore now. Jake specializes extremely well in crowd control no matter how powerful the opponent. Yeah, that checks out. Especially because well, the way burn works, or the way I see it working, with how like the fights and whatnot. It's basically you inflict a certain amount of burn on something, then after when attacking that unit, you'll start spreading burn to other enemies. And then the burn isn't there to deal damage; it's to give you free coin power. Like almost every skill a burn unit has, or more recent ones anyways, they gain some form of like extra coin power or base power or something. Please tell me I'm killing all of them this turn. Okay, good, I did. And you just don't lose clashes from that point onward. I need to pop a lot of ego here. I'll do another binds. 4 bullets. This brings me to 5. I'll pop this. You're on 3. Okay. Then finally, I'll do a blind obsession. Yeah, I'd say in order to make it not extremely tedious, I would assume that they throw this in like an endgame dungeon. Because let's be honest, by that point you have AoEs. And it would have to be in a dungeon because, well, you need the resources to use all those ego. Or I could see it being like a cutscene style thing where like Vergilius is there, or someone else, right? Like, you know, Dante awakens as like Limbus Jesus. And then he just, you know, it's like kill 200 enemies, but every attack he has like 5 attack weight and just shitloads of damage, right? Like, it just feels like the Vergilius scene or something. They would be able to do something like that, just for the spectacle. I can definitely. Alright. There's only one target, but okay.
저 녀석이 마지막인 것 같은데
Alright, final wave. Feel free to go all out. Maybe not all out. I don't want you shooting yourself in the face. This has free attack weight. Sure. Why does she have 20
네
sinking?
몸이 직접 손봐야겠네.
It must be a passive. There's no way she actually has 20 sinking on her. Oh shit! I forgot about the SP use off of the ego. She... Oops. I'm so glad that didn't fuck me over.
괜찮아. 이젠 안 아플 거야. 괜히 저항하지 말고 받아들여. 그게 덜 아플걸?
I think this is... Well, it's one of the last. Yeah, this should clean up. Thank you for also pairing up Yisung with his burn team as well. Definitely not biased about wanting Yisung to be paired in his team or with someone in particular at all. Boy. I figured something like that would happen at the end of Limbus.
관리자님이 명하는 것이라면 탄원은 어디든 무엇.
Hmm. Hmm. Is it picking up now? No. Is it picking up now? No. Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened. Oh, there we go. I don't know what happened. What the hell? What the hell? This is really delayed, by the way, so I don't know. This is like really delayed, by the way, so I don't know. I did like 5 different things and I don't know which one actually did it. So I might have turned it off. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna turn that off so it's gonna stop. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna turn that off so it's gonna stop. I have to have my phone on to see if it's working or not. I have to have my phone on to see if it's working or not. Alright, cool. I don't know what happened. But that should Alright, cool. I don't know what happened. I think the game audio is delayed now with what I just did, so I'm gonna try one last thing. I think the game audio is delayed now. You're gonna have to bear with the audio bear with for a bit. The audio looping for a bit. Give that a few seconds. Give that a few seconds. Why is it still looping? It shouldn't be doing that. Why is it still looping? It shouldn't be doing that. Is it because it's playing both the desktop audio? Huh? Is it because it's playing both the desktop audio? Huh? Now why is it looping? Now why is it looping? Normally? Normally this wouldn't happen, but like a week ago I downloaded normally this wouldn't happen, but like a week ago I downloaded a bunch of plugins. Apparently didn't understand those plugins properly, but so now I'm doing a bunch of troubleshooting on the fly. So now I'm doing when I started the stream there was zero audio. When I started the stream there was zero audio. It should be okay now. It should be okay now. I think. I'll just get this started in the meantime. I get this for free in the meantime. Starlight buff. I get this for free. Yeah, there we go. Starlight buff. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Leaf for grass, nice. Alright. Leaf for grass, nice.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
움직이는 먹인자 재밌겠군.
You're predicting 2 new Avnos will pop up in the new railway? You're predicting 2 new Avnos will pop up in the new railway? That sounds about right. Don't they usually have 2? That sounds about right. Or don't they usually have 2? Gives the hammer ego gift? The one that gives hammer ego gift? The one that gives you cost? Oh, and the fell bullet one. Oh, and the fell bullet is the one that gives you pendants, right? Fell bullet is the one that gives you pendants, right?
당신의 판단을 따를게요.
The draft bird looking Avno that wants blood for donation? The draft bird. Oh yeah, it is the hammer cost for donation. Oh yeah, it is the hammer cost Avno. Oh, that's what audio is duping. Oh, that's what audio is duping. Hold on, I can. Hold on, I can fix this. That should hopefully stop the audio duping.
순식간에 끝내죠.
Yeah, the draft bird is free cost on enemy kill. Yeah.
완성되었나?
Yeah, that would make sense. I know there's a bunch of other app nodes that are still out there, or the ones that we have gifts for. We don't actually, well, we know what they look like. Some of them we do, but we haven't actually seen them yet. I know the tier free ego or the tier free charge barrier gift for charge. I know that one. I don't think we've seen that one yet, other than just in its interaction. I could buy Ashes Dashes here if I wanted to. Well, don't think I will though. I'll just upgrade Carmilla. Actually, get Helterfly's Dream as well. While it has some cost.
탄피가 떨어질 때군요.
Yeah. I mean, this time around in, well, I mean, last Railway they had
이번에 아마가
stuff pertaining to Kanto 6. But not only that, they introduced
초심 1번.
Ardor Blossom Moth. It did debut in the Railway, right? Charge Barrier will most likely appear in Marceau's chapter. Yeah, I can see that. Especially if it being like an empty, desolate city.
괜히 저항하지 말고 기다려.
비뚤어졌구려. 이 경적 속에서
What was I thinking of? What else was introduced in Railway 4? It was Moth, and I thought there was one other. I mean, there's King of Binds, but the final one's always new.
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나는
Was Sheep introduced there? I think it was.
쓸모가 없군.
Was it Sheep? I think it was Sheep. And Gossi, yeah. Gossi too. Yeah, so if that's the case, then we have 3 normals event. One for the terminal of a railway. So that's 4? Right? Last railway just put in all the season pass. Avnos. Oh, and Portrait too, yeah. Yeah, so they actually did have quite a lot of new Avnos there. Or new fights, really. I'll take Hell's Chicken. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see what they do for if they make an ego or the draft hammer thing. Because I am quite curious for if they'll make it like a non-status ego, because it's been, oh, we haven't been getting that many in comparison to how many status egos we've gotten, because every ego seems to have at least some sort of status it's associated with.
제가 묻었네요.
But yeah, Ghost Hunter and Teddy Bear. There's also the Merc that we got in the Battle Pass, and yeah, they did show up in the story as you said. So
이 싸움을 끝.
yeah, there's probably 2 more that they'll put in.
점 찍었네.
괜찮아.
Um,
클 거야.
나갈 수 없어.
oh wait, Moth was Railway Free, wasn't it? Did my brain just like put Railway 3 and 4 together into one railway? That makes sense why I thought there were so many. Yeah, I was getting them all mixed up. Uh, I don't need the bleed eco gift. I'll just take Tango Marinade. You're assuming Hammer will be a bleed ego? I mean, yeah, it checks out considering it wants blood. Yeah, it would also fit for this season as well. Just given the story. Let's see. Lasso, Talisman Bundle. Yeah, I don't want any of those. I don't have. I can take a shot. Tango Mare. Do I need this? Nah, not really. I'll take a shot. I need two. I don't need this. Damn it. Still waiting for Gossipian Ego though. Really want to see some people have it, or even more than one. Yeah. Gossipian would definitely be interesting, as well as well, I would say the passives, but there's a good chance that they just give them like the actual ego gift passive. But it would be interesting dynamic to see how they do it, because I mean, presumably at least for one of them, Awakening would be white Gossi, Event Corrosion would be red Gossi. It's whether or not the second or a one for a different center would inverse it or not. If having the Awakening being the red Gossi and Corrosion being white.
움직이는 먹인자. 재밌겠군.
이번에야말로 이 싸움을 끝내주겠어. 여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아.
Yeah, another avenue that I'm interested in is the actually no, there's a bunch actually that are just kind of cryptic that I don't know how to execute. But I'm interested in seeing them do. There's the skulls, like the ones in the in their event. They can either give you the bone stakes, which is the tier 1 rupture that doubles rupture damage on shield, and then there's also the tier 2 pierce gift. And then there's that, and then there's the event that gives you broken compass, the tier 3 sinking ego gift. Both of those are rather interesting because I don't know how they do that. Begs the question whether red Gossi would be Vav or not, and if white would be Teft. I mean, Gossipian does have 2 ego gifts of red and white. Its 2 ego gifts represent, well, both its states, I suppose. They couldn't really represent that in 1 ego gift, I don't think. Question comes whether or not red Gossi does belong to the white Gossi avenue, if there's a higher up that's related. I mean, I guess so. I know, like, in the white Gossipian fight, it does just straight up turn red after enough. It's either enough damage or enough bleed. I forget what that was, what its criterion was, but it does change colors from white to red. Yeah, for the tier 2 and tier 4. Tier 4 has to be something Vav or Aleph related. Yeah, that checks out. I mean, like, that's the other thing that I don't quite get. The tier 4s, some of them feel like they could be from Abnos, or they feel like we just kind of like made something out of the Abno parts. And I'm not really sure what it is. Because, like, Glimpse of Flames, that exists, right? Or just looking at the status ones, right? There's Glimpse of Flames, there's like the T1 Perpetual Machine, There's Bloody Red Mist. There's the Rupture one is that sword. The Poison one is Clear Mirror Calm Water. Wait, no, that's wait, the fusion gifts definitely feel like there's something. Wait, which ones am I thinking of? I'm thinking of both fusion and the ones that you can just the normal tier 4s. But both of, well, most of them, they don't seem like they're from actual abnormalities. That's the other thing. Like, Soothe the Dead, maybe. Glimpse of Flames, I don't see it. Like, Red Gauzy is the only one that we actually know can be from an abnormality because Gosympium exists. Although I do think that giving out a free tier 4 from an event is probably too much. They probably don't have that yet. Just for balance sake. Ancient Effigy, Broken Wings Ego Gift. I'll be honest, Broken Effigy kind of sucks. Which is kind of odd. Like, there's... Yeah, because there's the 2 tier 4s that I know that you can get from events. There's, yeah, it's Cyclops and Effigy. And they kind of do similar things. And those are the only 2 so far. Which is the other odd thing. Like, I know there was... What was the explanation for why we're able to see abnormalities in the Mirror Dungeon? Where they're kind of like... no, Ancient Effigy is kind of good. It's just, I'm just kind of joking, over... so the people that only do solos. Because I don't think they have a good sense of balance. Because they tend to say, like, Ancient Effigy sucks, because they can't keep its effect going for more than one turn. Yeah, here. I'll...
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
Yeah, there's this thing as well that we haven't seen. For today's expression. Wait, was that? Oh, it is. Okay. There's Decamillennial Stew Pot, so I'll just buy that. You really like the Abno a lot too, might be your favorite. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. I think, I mean, there's a pretty high chance that it would be in the same category as, like, My Farm Empties and Bull and, like, a Doomsday Clock, like the religious ones. Or the ones that more so have connections to myths. I didn't buy Decamillennial, I'm stupid. Dude. Be this, and let's say this. That should get me good. Okay. Then I need to sell to get that. So I'll just start getting rid of these tier 1s. Wondering who Peace or Relationship belongs to. Could be another Vav or Aleph. Religious ones for sure, yeah. Because, I mean, the principle of a Mirror Dungeon being some form of connection from... It's either Mephistopheles, Dante's brain, or some, like, human cognition that allows you to see a portion of the abnormality, right? That's why the events exist, because they won't attack you, but there's related events. Or you could trigger an attack, depending if you know the abnormality well enough. Because I remember explanation for why we couldn't fight Bull until, like, post Canto 4, where you actually met it for real, was something along the lines of, yeah, you kind of just saw, like, an apparition of it, and the reason for why we've seen some in the Mirror Dungeon, but not, like, in person, say Crown of, or Railway even, for, like, Crown of Roses and some other stuff, was sort of like an inverse of that. But, it just kind of feels like it's there to let them do whatever they want, should they need to. That's the wrong item. Wait. Fuck! I forgot. I'm really stupid. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go without Soothe the Dead. I don't need it. I just need Glimpse of Flames. I forgot. I need to fuse it with Luck first, right? Yeah, with that in mind, with how this stuff is somehow connected to our Sinners of Dante or Mephistopheles, piece of relationship... Well, actually, I've been starting to think that some of the ego gifts aren't... Well, it doesn't have to be just abnormalities that they're related to, right? Piece of relationship, it's quite literally just the fragments. It's like the icon for the fragments that we have for our sinners, but without their like a icon in the middle of it. I can't speak English, apparently. Sure, that'll work. Right. So it being piece of relationship, what was it called? Fragments of ideality? What was that? What it's called? For ego shards. If it's like piece of relationship, ego shards, you're. I'm not exactly sure how it pieces together, but it definitely feels like it's supposed to.
이 싸움을 끝.
3,000 damage. Glimpse of Flames is so stupid. I don't know why people use Mirror Dungeon as a way of judging whether something is viable or not. Mirror Dungeon makes everything viable.
여전히 무섭고 겁이. 그럼에도
Never thought about piece of relationship being that way? I mean, I normally wouldn't have either, except for the fact that it just looks like an ego shard. Right? And if upgrading it increases your levels, right? The way of increasing our well, no, the levels or IDs tend to be connected with the idea of tying or thread spinning, right? And if I remember correctly from Dante's notes, whatever it is for IDs, it's bringing you. You're only accessing a portion of what your mirror world identity is capable of, as well as only a portion of her memories or whatnot, or battle skill, you know, whatever. The more you uptie it, the closer the bond becomes between the two. Maybe literally dragging the mirror worlds closer together. That might be why Damien is getting on our ass for being a part of this entire thing. Oh, wait, I didn't notice. This is... Okay, new shit. Yeah, sure. But if that's the case, then having ego shards help us increase our understanding of a different mirror world, or rather piece of the relationship being a relationship between mirror worlds, increasing your levels that could check out. But yeah, there's definitely the possibility of it just being an abnormality, right? Yeah. You'd assume it'd be connected with the rocks, like the main 3 damage types of rocks. I can see that too. The only thing is the issue of the stones and the rocks, right? This kind of comes from like my thing of the fusion gifts, or like generally like tier 4s and whatnot. Most of them seem like they don't come from abnormalities, and they just kind of exist. At least with the rocks, like the sin rocks, I can imagine them coming from like the Pecatula themselves. It feels like it, right? With the Pecatula being people that failed to distort or whatever it was. I don't quite remember that plot point off the top of my head. And then they embody whatever sin that they most had, right? So envy, you kind of envy Pecatula, wrath Pecatula. The more you have, or whatever, something along the lines that you evolve into a greater one. I can definitely see the rocks being like a concentrated power of like Pecatula or whatever it is that they're made out of. Or something along the lines of that. For the damage rocks, I have no clue. I have no sweet clue.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니 말입니다.
Like they're definitely different because I forget what the rocks are called, but they have a different suffix from the rocks.
무엇이든 맞출 수 있는 탄원이니
I should
말입니다.
probably check with these two. Because the rocks, they have the suffix of memory, and that triggers a lot of things. Mainly because of the fact that Dante doesn't have memories. Or, well, you know, when you start, he has the amnesia thing. And the odd thing of his memory not being able to be wiped from Canto 4, which leaves you with a question of what the fuck wiped his memory if that machine couldn't wipe his memory? Yuna's poise, gain 2. Alright, defense up. Poise, more damage. If it crits, more damage on crit. More damage for Pierce. Yeah. Sin element rocks, memory rocks, yeah.
벌써 화끈하네.
Because I know people joke about the Sin rocks being like the Infinity Stones, but considering that they're related to the Sins at the very least, the memory rocks more related to Dante, I would assume so. Like, I know we're sinners, like they're literally sinners, right? But with a story of Dante from Dante's Inferno and how he works up from Inferno to Purgatio to Paradiso, with how he seems to be bringing the sinners along with him to see Vergilius the guide, guiding us towards Purgatio, presumably. Knowing the story of, was it that one sinner that saved the spider when he's in hell, the spider drops down like a bread for him to climb up, and then a bunch of people see it, so they also try hopping on, and then it snaps due to the weight. How Dante's able to drag them like out of a pits of hell to bring them back to life. It definitely leaves imagery that. Where was I going with this? I don't know where I was going with this. I probably should have thought out that thought before I started talking. Like, oh no, I know where I was going with this. The sinners are like, they're sinners, but their problems or their sins are rather being resolved. They're atoning for them by going through their cantos and whatnot. With Dante basically being their salvation. He is kind of Jesus. At least with this theory, anyways. So the sin rocks being more related towards the Peccatula than, say, our sinners. Well, no. Rather, the sins applying more towards the Peccatula than our crew would make some amount of sense. And then the memory rocks being the opposite of that, pertaining more towards Dante and the sinners, would also make more sense. I should probably take a look at this. Are you kidding me? Okay, good. I get to sell it. I definitely need to take a look at the sprites for was it crushed memory, pierced memory, and slashed memory, I think it was called. I need to take a look at those sprites again, as well as I have lunar memory as well. But that's the other thing. It could just be a giant Project Moon thing, because I know, like, the fact that it's lunar memory. That, oh shit. Okay, I'm buying that. The fact that it's lunar memory, right? It points towards the moon. Lunar. That's kind of what the word means. For Luna. Points towards the moon. Project Moon. We don't know where Z is, but we know it exists, and we also only know that people with higher up amounts of information only know it exists as well. So you know it's some sort of classified. We know that the head are trying to, like, increase emotions in the city to keep a gate open or something along the lines of that. That's why they have bullets heavily taxed, so that's not too easy to kill people. This basically all builds up to District Z is on the moon, Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. Kim Ji-hoon is leading the entire city from the moon. Or something with space at the very least. It's been hinted lunar memory would be more hinted towards a star. That would also check out. Really, honestly, anything in, for space. Dante consistently looking towards a star. That is, didn't they also call him a fallen star or something like that at the end of Canto 7? In which case that would also make sense. But it's definitely something space related. That would be tying all of this together with wherever the fuck District Z is. But I personally just like the Moon theory because, you know, it's Project Moon making the game. But that's more or less just there for fun factor. But with it just being space in general would definitely make more sense. Or Dante just becoming abnormality would also make some sense. Mainly due to the fact that we know abnormalities, where some of them we don't know where they come from, other than them are just people that were either experimented on or just had something strange happen to them. Forsaken Murder is one of the ones that were experimented on. Then others like crying. I almost said crying child. I don't think that's what the abnormalities called. It's like Children of the Stars. It's the one that Netzok has on his floor in Library of Runa. That has like Pebble and whatnot as the ego pages. Like there's that. If I had a nickel for every time something involves the moon being so important to their story, I'd have like 5+ nickels. Yeah, that checks out. I know one of my friends was pointing out like something about the series that I seem to be into. Galaxy Chat, that's what it's called. I'm a fan of Toho, which is technically Toho Project. I'm a fan of the Project Moon series, Project Moon. And then there's also the Fate series, which my friend happens to be into, as well as me partially, which is made by Type Moon. So they're all connected via a word. Yeah, there's Galaxy Child, there's the other thing on Netzok's floor, which is the thing that tries to impart information to humans, but doesn't realize that the amount of information it's giving them is too much for their brain. Looks like a tentacle monster. It also happens to look like a school, like crayon drawing. There's that thing. There's a bunch of them that come from space as well, I've noticed. And then you have Welcheers. Which is just, it exists. You play FGO? Yeah, my friend started recently as well. My friend said this is the worst thing that has happened to me. Because he knows he will not stop playing it, and that it will dominate his life soon. Because he is just a history fan, and he got started into it because his friend told him Iskander's in it, Alexander the Great, and he's like, okay, sure, I'll watch some stuff with you. So he watched Fate Zero with him. They watched they've watched most of Garden of Sinners together. They started Fate Stay Night, and then now they started the Lord Elmoroy II. I can't pronounce that properly, but started watching that, and then like over the winter break he downloaded FGO, and his wife who was favorite. And yesterday night he just got Captain Nemo. There's that as well. Do I play it? I don't. I am well aware of the dangers of gacha. As such, I probably won't be touching it anytime soon. I say that, there's a good chance that they get me to play it. There's a pretty good chance that they get me to play it. Like, I used to play a bunch of different gachas. I mean, I used to play Precone too. That went under, but I also stopped playing that before it went under. Nemo's nice, he's one of my favorite writers. Yeah. Here's the thing, right? The friend that just downloaded FGO, he doesn't know too much about the anime and stuff until recently. His first anime was erased, and he never saw anything again until last year when I got him to watch Assassination Classroom, and now he's getting in there. But when he saw an email, he asked, "Is this a guy or a girl?" I took one look and it's like, yeah, that's a guy. It's like, I've seen more fake characters than he has, despite the fact that I've never touched a series. Also why I really love Limbus, it's really unique compared to other gachas. Yeah, it really is. The fact that there's really only 12 characters, and then you're just pulling for alternate universe versions of them. And like the whole, like, you can only equip one version of them at a time type of deal. I'd say that just helps them in a literary sense. They don't need to work on other characters that they need to keep constantly introducing in something like Genshin or Princess Connect or, you know, whatever gacha, like Wuthering Waves, whatever stuff is out there. I haven't really kept up with what's recent. Right. I used to play Genshin. I stopped playing it 2 years ago. Actually, no, it would have been 3 years ago. Last year, I downloaded the game and played it for 2 weeks, and then I dropped it again. I can't wait for, in another, like, year or so, I'll open it up again for another 2 weeks and then see how much worse it's gotten. I used to play Bandori as well, that rhythm game, but there wasn't much gacha to it, because, well, technically it's cosmetic, it helps your score, but if you actually care about the game, you're not going for score, you're going for high combo. Why 12 characters? Why can't these other characters be playable? She died. Yeah, she died. That's the other thing. I've noticed some games they pull like, yeah, this character died. Don't worry, you can still play as them. I'm pretty sure that's Honkai or one of the Honkai games. There's so many. The ID belongs to that character. It's not the same. Yeah. It's just, yeah. Some of them are like, here's how you get this, like Yuri Faust. Right? That exists. There's some other stuff. Yeah. What was the other gacha that I had on the tip of my tongue? Right, Witch Weapon. That one went down a long time ago. That one was like a hybrid between normal gacha and Limbus. They were kind of ahead of their time. You still had tons of characters, but each character had different weapons to them. So, like, you can't have, like, both the weapons from the same character. And I think at most there's only, at most 30 characters tops after, like, 3 years of running. Played, like, 5 gacha games so far, or 6? Yeah. I can very proudly say I've been a free-to-play in all the gachas I've played. Do I have a guarantee? Yeah, sure. I'm really sounding like a degenerate, but trust me when I say that I've at least not I at least have not spent any money on gachas. Coffin. I'm from the Blade lineage. Boom. FGO, Arc Knights, Genshin, Nikkei Battle. I forgot Battle Cats technically counts as a gacha. I've started a new account on Battle Cats like 5 separate times. Because I played it throughout my like, oh fuck, I'm old. I remember playing Battle Cats on my dad's phone. That's how young I was that I didn't have my own phone. I spent money on Limbus for its pass. Like, yeah. Honestly, the pass for Limbus is really good. Just because of how easy it is to max out and then start gaining stuff afterwards, it is really worth it. Like, if I had to pass for any of the past seasons, I mean, Battle Cats has tracking. That's the weird part. For my last account run that I did, I used tracking. It was very easy to get really good units. Yeah, the goofiest units are the ones that'll carry you. You can actually just like run waifus and actually get really far. The fact that Dastly is as good as she is was yeah. I did something really weird in Battle Cats. So you know the Aku Realms thing, right? So I completed Heavenly Tower before doing Aku Realms. Do note that I was using tracking, so I did have Lilith. But I couldn't true form her because you need the rainbow cat fruit, right? So that's why I went to the wiki and looked up strategies for like the last 20 levels of Heavenly Tower. Just so I can cheese them as much as possible to get a rainbow cat fruit. Then I true formed her and then just demolished Aku Realms. I think I broke the progression in that game so badly by tracking. Oh god. I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, I have nothing. Yeah, whatever. I can just move on. Yeah, I ended up deleting it off of my phone though. And that just so happened to be like a few months before they actually added in a way to save your progress to an account on the EN servers. So if I start up again, it'll be like the 6th time I'm playing Battle Cats. What you didn't track was your favorite unit being Miko? Man, my memory's hazy. Before I tracked, you managed to get your favorite unit and just be like, yeah, I got what you wanted, it'll track now. Oh, Mitama, yeah. I don't remember what my first was on that account. If I just look for the Ubers, I'll see what my first Uber was. Because I'll recognize which one it was. I remember on one of my accounts, I got what was it? The hot tub dynamite. Not a dynamite. It was the Ancient Souls. I got wait, was it Ancient Souls? It's the ones that are anti-zombies. It's the Iron Legion, the Ferme. That was my first on one of my accounts. Your first was Ganesha? Isn't Ganesha pretty good? It wasn't a Pixie. It wasn't a Collab. It wasn't a Almighty's. Was it a Dark Heroes? It was Vigler. Yeah, Vigler was my first on my most recent account. Yeah, outclassed by Courier. So many units are outclassed by Courier. And you get Courier so early, too. Like, Can and Courier are just really good units. Yeah, Ferme is really good as an anti-zombie. It's insane. Yeah, unfortunately, all the other times I've played Battle Cats, besides my most recent one, I never actually watched videos to see like what's good or the strategies and stuff, so I never knew that like Can was like busted or like any of the other stuff, right? Or actually, when I first started, anything past the Alien Realms didn't exist. What the? When I first started playing the game, which would have been a long time ago. Yeah, there's so much content in the game now, it's insane. Yeah, sure, I'll do a bleed team, why not? What? Okay, fine, I'll do this. I want these. Usually look into BC videos and see their clears, but specifically hear the music they play. Sometimes it's Toho. Yeah. Toho, I remember one of the memes of Toho is like, you hear Zun, the creator, and it's like a caption of, Zun created a game to sell his music. And that's kind of what it is, really. He made a game so that he can sell his music. Yeah. It is one of like the most. I think it's one of the top grossing games in terms of how much money to make as like a mobile game on the App Store. I wanted to check the Ego Gift Compendium. I know what's in here. Where is it? Oh, those are all the new ones that they put at the bottom. Oh, Sundered Memory. Yeah. Yeah, and these are called fragments. Fragment of friction, conceit, decay, desire, inertia, allurement, hellfire. Okay, this is wrath, so hellfire makes sense. Allurement, it's lust. Inertia, so sloth. That makes sense. Desire, gluttony, yeah. Decay, gloom, I guess. Conceit for pride, yeah. Friction for envy, yeah. They named those. Man, the naming is always on point. Side quest approach. It really is. Where the sundered, punctured, crushed. Yeah, it's just a rock cut in half. A rock that has like a hole in it because you stabbed it and then split into, yeah, because it's crushed. Lunar Memory would be before all of these. There it is. And Lunar Memory is just kind of the rock itself. But with the colors in it. The fusion recipe makes sense now, because you're putting the rock back together. Along with the sins. Its effect changes everything to fatal. For enemies. Their Dante screw is broken. Yeah. Like, Lucky Pouch, Enrapturing Trance, Bloody Mist, Coupled Oscillation, Soothe the Dead. There's Ancient Effigy and Non-Disclosure Agreement, NDA. We know what this is for, we don't know what this is for. Black Sheep Music. This is presumably for Ile de Lune, or like, it's just his brain. It could be, honestly. Or some piano-related thing. There's T1 Perpetual Motion Machine. And then there's later Tier 4s, if I remember. Purloin's Flame. Yeah, they added a bunch of new stuff. Hemorrhagic Shock. There's this. God. There's just so much that they added with this. Wait. T5. It's empty now. It's almost the same, but it doesn't have the timepiece. Or an aberration. Faith belongs to the shrimp. It's Welchier's. Or whatever the aberration is. Yeah, like some of these aren't like to freaking Aelin. Yeah. Like, I mean, some of these definitely aren't related to abnormalities, right? The crown? I mean, we all thought it was King, right? King of Binds. What does King's crown look like? Hold on. Because it could still be King of Binds, but they just don't want the event to give you it. It does. It's the same. Hold on. Let me look up Soda Honglu. I could just pull it up here in the dispenser. Which event was it? I know it was an event. There it is. Yeah. It's not the exact same, but I do know. Yeah. Faith, for some reason, belongs to Soda. King's Crown technically doesn't have a jewel. I could definitely see them making another Monarch. Um, but it could also just be King and Binds. Yeah. Wait, was my first Vigler or was it Twin Stars? I know those were my first two, but where's the Faith Hat? Wait. Oh wait, my vision's failing me. Never mind. So yeah, it's not quite. Hold on. Let me look up the. I feel like I. Why do I think it's that then? Hold on. Lobotomy Corporation. Okay. I'm just gonna check and see if it's. It could just be my brain doing funky things to my memory. Or I saw something from a long time ago and I think that's the case. Just gonna quickly check. Where's Welcheers on the. Open can of Welcheers. What does its ego look like? Yeah, it's a gun, I know. Does it not give you armor? Or that's the suit. I mean, the colors match up. The only thing is that's a bandana instead of a shrimp. But yeah, it's still kind of odd. Oh, that's not soda. That's a pattern on it. I didn't see that properly, so it's not Welcheers. Huh. When was this added? I didn't notice the yellow bits there. That's. Is this like a friendship bracelet? I always thought it was a bandana, but. Is this related to Dong Rang? Was it the beginning of a game? Or MD2? I don't know. I started playing during the first Walpurgis Nacht. Yeah, because, I mean, scale is off, right? So it could be a bandana. It could be like something you put on your wrist. Because, like, I mean, this is the size of a sword. If this is up to scale, and this thing's gigantic. So, whatever it is, it's zoomed in, right? Like, a pill bottle's not the same size as this. Yeah, I don't know what that's connected to. Of all the ego gifts, it just looks really out of place that like two of them are just like pieces of chicken. uh, this is literally just a box. Okay. It'll be Aleph Trust. Man, I have a feeling we might get our first Aleph in Merceau's Canto. Have faith. Yeah. Um, I'm inclined to believe this conjecture that a fellow literature has. I'm doing a. This is Bleed, right? Um, has come up with, and it was they had an they had a theory that we will be entering Purgatio either during or at the end of Merceau's Canto. Backspace just isn't working sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry about it. Why is my... Yeah, my stuff doesn't work properly most of the time anyways. I mean, you saw how many tech issues I had. If this is my bleed team, then it would go... Probably this. There we go. Yeah, oh, mainly judging by how much time is left on Dante's clock, along with, I forget what the other reasoning was for why it would start in Merceau's Canto, just, like, lore-wise. Or, I guess, progression-wise, they said. The Purgatio would start in Merceau's Canto. But I think it might have had something to do with a location. Not too sure on that part though. I might be able to find... If I just search up Merceau on like Discord, I wonder if it'll pull up. Merceau. Oh! Because at the end of Merceau's Canto, we'd have exactly half the Sephiroth in Dante Powers. Yeah, oh yeah, not sure if Keter will just be like a power or if it's like a special story thing. But, yeah. That would mean we get Tiffs during Merceau's Keter ability when to fight, yeah. Yeah. Wait. Oh yeah, because in Ryoshu's, we'd get Gebra's Dante ability. Yeah, because it's going backwards from the way you unlock them in both games, I believe. Or both, yeah. Both of our previous ones. What was this conversation? Was it talking about the level of enemies during each canto? I'm just reading back some messages. Hey, there's this one as well that I don't think we've seen. The butterfly one. Oh, and there's her as well. That's just a person, by the way. Does this bleed? Well, I need Malerka. I'm going for Rusted Muzzle right now. I do need this for later. Okay. Yeah, we'll be level 60 by Ryoshi's Kanto, which will... I'm just reading back some messages here. We'll be level 60 by Ryoshi's. Will inevitably involve the fingers. We'll actually be roughly able to stand around Ricardo, which he was like level 60, level 65. So in terms of just leveling, we'd be on par there. Which checks out. Ah! The PM universe is just a Toho fanfic. Honestly, it could be. That is like a joke theory that I made up one time. The conversations initially about Ecogifts and Huadondo. I think we want to talk about Merceau in the beginning of Purgatio, dude. I don't have ADHD.
아름다운 것.
You want Shiriyoshu? It would be really cool. It doesn't even have to be Yujin Ryoshu. They wouldn't call it Yujin Ryoshu. They would probably just call it like Shi Association Director, whatever, for Ryoshu. But yeah, I do hope that they actually do lean into the assassin side and not the they were being overworked by the head side of the Shi IDs. But yeah, she really did deserve better. Man, we really just don't know what happens to anyone after they get released out of the library until we meet them, huh? Well, I hope they're doing well. Same thing with Zhao and Lowell.
한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Oh yeah, apparently Barty has scissors according to Barbara Out's passive. Apparently. Oh, this the messages I'm reading. It stems from when they were comparing the sprites from Don Quixote and Bari. Don Quixote being Sancho, but yeah, I really do hope Lola and Xiao do reunite and just like retire. We're taking our chances. Yeah, honestly, I really do hope they let us have this. Like, I understand that we basically cannot have, like, a happy and alive couple in Project Moon universe. But just, yeah. Really hope that Lois view on Xiao doesn't change at all for new ego. Yeah. I mean, he already knew that he genuinely loved her. So, I mean, if he's... but that's the thing, they don't remember anything after they get booked, so he wouldn't have seen her have her speech and everything about how she decided to move forward. And how she recognized that she loved him too. I don't know, just sing Iron Lotus, he'll get it. I don't know. Hey, that's a guaranteed assist attack. Nice. Oh, is this what I think it is? There's... Are these... Huh? Wait, what is this? Ah! Lo and Zhao will return. They aid us. Iron Lotus plays out. They sing it together. Absolute cinema. It's peak. We keep saying that the next canto can't be any better than the last, and they just keep making it better. Nice. Wait. Oh. Oh wait. Oh, these are predictions for the first free stars of a season. I mean, you got one of them right. Personally, still hold Isang's Kanto in high regard. Had it not been for his Kanto, and not give a shit about Limbus. Yeah, I mean, funny part is he's initially my least liked, and he went straight to top 1. Ah, yeah. Limbus does that. Their Kanto happens, and now they're better. I used to hate Dawn a lot, and then I'm like, ah, fuck, but I know I'm gonna like her after her Kanto. I know Project Moon will do that to me. And guess what happened? Now I like her. I used to hate her so much. Same thing with Aldous. I hate her personality. Or how she acts, rather. I'm not sure if that's her actual personality.
이 작살, 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
What happens if he flip retreats on a stage where he's required? Like, regular stage in Kanto 6, there's a cutscene. He's probably just like teleported in. I don't see why not. Because it definitely doesn't use his if they were smart about it, they do an if statement check to see if he's in the scene or not. If he's not, it should spawn in his sprite, and then from there it would start the cutscene using the sprites that are currently in the scene. At least that's how I would do it. But this is something, a problem that comes with when they make IDs like this. Yeah.
어긋날 연유도 없죠.
I know regarding the Kantos, I understand why Kanto 1 kind of has to suck, and Kanto 2 and Kanto 3. Kanto 1 through 3 is just a giant prologue, as far as I'm concerned. Or like, it's a giant introduction, and that's why it sucks so bad, because they need to have exposition and all that. So Kanto 4 is where it does get into depth. And they actually start having like character arcs and stuff. Order for favorites be Yisong, Heathcliff, Dawn, Gregor, Marceau, Ishmael, Rodion, something like that. I'll go too in depth, but I've yet to make your favorite character list. I haven't made a favorites list. Oh wait, I can make a. Wait, no, I can't. Was this? Hey, I remembered. Okay. I know which ones I like. I know which ones I'm just kind of about, and I don't dislike any of them. At least not now. If you asked me before Kanto 7, I would have said I disliked Dawn and Aldous. But Kanto 7 brought them around. Mainly with, well, it's Dawn's chapter, and you get to see light on her, as well as the fact that, you know, she's not just a blind idiot. Now that she's a blind idiot that knows like an actual reason behind her actions and whatnot. But Aldous had the dehumanizing moment where she asks Dante, like, you know, would you stand up for us even if, like, you know, we are effectively monsters in human flesh? And that gives you more perspective on her, and it's like, fuck, when it gets to her Kanto, I'm going to like her eventually. It's like, I remember when I streamed that as well. I stopped when she said that. It's like, okay, they're like, this is clearly she's asking about herself. And then I click to the next piece of dialogue, and Dante points that out, and it's like, okay, they're not even trying to hide it. Cool. But yeah, it is expected of Project Moon that they'll make me come around to all the sinners. But I know I'm just kind of on like Hong Lu and Gregor, but for everyone else, I like them quite a lot. Marceau's just funny, mainly because you don't expect someone like him to exist in a location like the city, or really just anywhere, like with your gang of what are well, I heard someone describe them as like a giant party of like D&D characters that are all have chaotic and they're yeah. Let's change subjects real quick. Sure, why not? What's an Abno I'd like to see soon? Like Abnos to haven't appeared at all, or actually, no, I do know one that I want to see. That I think about it. It's I forget what it's called, like exactly. It's everything there. It's nothing there is aberration, or yeah. It's the ones that were the N-Corp guys were distorting into them when in Kanto 3. Honestly, it's probably too soon for us to see it. At least in the immediate future. Probably at least wait until Purgatio, until we get there. You like to see bluish star? Yeah. There's a lot of options that we have. So I'm definitely excited to see where Project Moon takes this. I'll just take the Rupture Gift. It's like some endgame stuff. Yeah. It feels like endgame. A lot of the most interesting ones are usually like that. Highway Devotee. That's another interesting one. I don't know how they're going to be able to put it in as a fight, at the very least. Yeah, or even as a Kanto, I'm not sure. It could be... like for Highway, I could imagine it. Oh, I can imagine it like we meet it as we're transitioning between Inferno and Purgatio. Yeah, Battle Wolf hasn't appeared, but we do have its plushie, which is another weird thing. The other weird thing is the Voodoo Doll Girl as well. Bloody Mist belonging to Red Hood? Yeah, I could see that as well. Yeah, P-Moon did make events for Avnos that don't have fights yet, but yeah, we don't have one for Big Bad Wolf. Although, it could be an aberration. I know most of the stuff that they added, like, aside from Walpurgis, we haven't had that many reoccurring ones. We've mainly been seeing new Avnos, but yeah, it is really weird. Like, same thing for the Bloody Mist Red Riding connection. I don't know if it'll be, like, directly Red Riding or not. There's a good chance it's an aberration. Or, like, it's her grandma or something. Because, what was it? The original story was from, like, the old Grim Notes. Would be something along the lines of, she goes to visit her grandma. The wolf already ate her grandma. She gets swallowed whole by the wolf. And then the hunter comes in and shoots up the wolf. She escapes its stomach alive, and then I can't remember if she marries the hunter or not, or if the hunter is her father or something like that. A lot of old fairy tales are really dark because they're basically, instead of being, oh, land of wonder, it's don't go outside, don't be an asshole, or else monsters will eat you. Be a good kid, or else, like, you die. Those were old fairy tales. Have they done anything with Cinderella? Oh, the shoes! They've done the shoes, yeah. The shoes are basically the equivalent. At the end of the old Cinderella... Wait. No, that's Snow White I'm thinking of. Have they done Cinderella? I mean, I guess you can include the shoes for that as well for Cinderella. But I'd equate the shoes more closer towards Snow White. Just because I know at the end of Snow White, she forces her mom to wear like burning hot iron shoes and dance in them until she dies. All shoes, just no gnomes. Yeah, you know what's fun? If Honglu and Sinclair get their Vavs this season, all Sinners will have Vavs and Honglu have a chance to be the first Aleph. Wait, who's left? Is it just Sinclair and a Honglu for Vavs? I mean, you can definitely expect Honglu to get his Vav in his Kanto, most likely, for the Battle Pass. I can definitely see them doing that. If they do give him a Vav this season, he will almost definitely be getting an Aleph in his Battle Pass. For when his Kanto rolls around, though. I could just want to enhance. No. I should fuse Red Gossi. That only equates to a free. Ryoshu will be getting first Aleph? Does Ryoshu have a Vav already? First, yeah, Yisong got his Bob and his Kanto. Well, okay. Yisong has one, Faust has one, Dawn has one, Ryoshu, I don't think she has one. Merceau has one, Honglu doesn't, Heathcliff does, Ishmael does, um, Sinclair doesn't, Radia does, Aldous does, Gregor does. So we're missing 3. Oh wait, no, Contempta. Right, yeah, you're right. So, yeah. Yeah, it does make sense. I would expect us to start getting Alefs as soon as everyone gets evolved. And Ryoshi's is right after Honglu's, right? Yeah, that checks out. Nice.
오늘은 얼마나 찢을까?
You're also predicting it'll be Railway 5 or Railway 6 in which we'll be getting our first Alef fight. Yeah, that sounds about right, honestly. It's about time that that's happened. You've gotten a few already for...
점 찍었네.
That's a better clash. For Vavs, but yeah. They're expecting one of the Arknight's egos to be Aleph.
그렇지 않은 것.
I mean, I can see it. I don't know how the community will react though. And I'm not sure if Project Moon would take that into account. I didn't actually watch the live stream. I watched a summary of it, so I don't know exactly what the egos were or who were getting them.
합격점.
How many Voth Abnos? We've got quite a bit. It does make sense that we'll fight at Aleph soon. Honglu, Ishmael, Gregor, Faust, and then maybe one more. I think for the Arknight's ego levels, it kind of just depends on when it happens. I don't remember exactly when it's supposed to take place, but if it's after, well, it would have to be after everyone gets evolved. Well, not necessarily, but it would make more sense that way. Unless they also give everyone evolve in those egos, and then they also release like an Aleph for like Gregor or something. It did take us 4 cantos to get our first Evolve. We're moving into... Oh, yeah, we are moving into Canto 8. Well, no, yeah. Yeah, we're moving into Canto 8 now, so yeah, that checks out.
완성되었나?
The 12th one was Aldous, yeah. So when Aldous' Canto passes by, we'll also get something, presumably. Because that's the 12th Canto, right? I remember Faust is the last one. Is Faust the last one or was it Aldous'? I don't remember. Something along the lines of that. I know theirs were really late.
이거 참 설레는구려.
대가리 딱 떼도
치우고 그냥 가죠.
기세가 수그러지는 공격의 기회다. 저놈을 추적해.
점 찍었네. 가까워진다. 항해의 끝.
Hmm. Poise or keyword? I mean, yeah, sure.
합격점이구려.
Hmm. This is strictly for Honglu. Oh, price sheets. I mean, both of these are pride checks. I want the one that's not the pipe. I think it's this one? I don't think the pipe was expressed as a Pierce gift.
어긋날 연유도 없죠.
Never mind. I got the pipe. Should've went for the other one.
설레는구려.
Go do that. I have nebulizer, right? No, I don't. Okay.
이리로.
Whatever. Pride res.
귀찮게 끌지 말지.
기세가 수그러지는 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Yeah, it'll probably throw us a left tab now and tell us that we're gonna get one soon. Yeah, it would probably be easier to put Dark Knights on enemies instead of egos, that's for sure. Yeah, the community definitely won't like it if they made like this is a first actual limited banner. I don't think they'll like it if they make the first A list right now.
한 놈도 남지 않을
Oh,
때까지 잘했군.
Oh well.
한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Full stop heat. Yeah, I don't have full stop heat. I got Hong Lu, and then I got the magic bullet ego, and then from there I just stopped pulling because the only thing I really wanted was the magic bullet ego. I don't see myself using the. Well, actually, this is the first time I don't think I've actually seen myself using the Walpurgis knocked ID. Like in the imminent future. Because like my bleed team and poise team overlap a lot, and I took a look at their skills. I believe I have it stored somewhere, but I wrote down a team comp that where like half the skill, like almost half the skills are envy, the other half are pride. It is a really dumb composition, but it's just. I imagine it would work. It's just Captain Ishmael and Middle Dawn just doing their thing. That's the team. but I don't have the people for it. And I believe you can fit. Yeah, I know what 4 of the members are off the top of my head. I mean, obviously 2 of them are Captain Ishmael Middle Dawn, but there's also Princess Rodion and I think the other one was W Corp Outis. Just because they have Envy Pride.
점 찍었네.
Or at least that's what it was at the time.
치고 그냥 가죠.
Same, Honglu doesn't inflict bleed like an LR, he could fit into voice. They're probably trying to hold off on voice just because they did so much of that early on, they don't want to bloat that. If I had to take a guess. If anything, they probably want to try and work on another combination of statuses first. Try and work one of those out, and then, you know, see where that takes them. And then once they're done that, they could do another, and eventually they'll work around back.
완성되었나.
Or at the very least, trying to get the statuses to work on their own first, before doing hybrids. Because I know some of the statuses were in a pretty rough state before they actually started giving them support, so I know people burn having a lot of its support being a Walpurgis knock is not exactly great. For ease of access for new players.
완성되었나.
I've been sinking got a giant boost with Canto 5. Wait. Oh, Canto 6, sorry. And Canto 5 was boys. I joined mid Canto 4, so I don't remember that one as well. I mean, obviously Canto 7 is just bleed on its own as a main factor, but they managed to slip in some Rupture support in there as well.
점 찍었네.
Really like the library Walpurgis sites more than the lobotomy ones. Shame the next one's lobotomy. Yeah. It's definitely more rewarding, just like as someone that has knows both the games, to see the LOR characters through our sinners than just seeing them like as a person working as a nugget, right? Although at the very least, oh no, both of them have good ego. That's another thing. But specifically for the lobotomy ones, they have a wider range of egos that they can choose from. Although it does exclude the ones that show up in library, if they do plan to add those as part of the library Walpurgis, but yeah. What can you do?
빨리 해치우고 그냥 가죠.
지금이다. 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리.
빨리 해치우고 그냥 가죠. 완성되었나.
What floor am I on? Is this the 5th? I know I did the Walpurgis one last on the previous floor, so if it always shows up on the 4th, then this should be the 5th floor. Or was that the 4th? I just finished that, so yeah, I would have. Yeah, so now I'm moving on to the 5th. Okay. Sure. I don't think it really matters which one I pick.
오늘은 얼마나 찢을까?
This is normal anyways.
물의 배들.
합격장.
저놈을 추적해.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Private servers for this game were a big thing. Well, it was popping off on YouTube a while ago, although I haven't been getting Limbus stuff in my feed for a while, so I don't know if it's actually died down or not. But I know people are trying to do stuff with that and make custom like fights and IDs. But yeah, not exactly sure where the progress on that is headed. Wait, why did? Oh, they must have lost the clashes if their attacks got cancelled.
이리로 와. 귀찮게 빨리 해치우고 그냥 가죠. 비뚤어졌구려.
That didn't do as much damage as expected. It's odd.
저놈을 추적해.
Oh, they resist it completely. That would explain it. Alright, that one's dead. Ow. God, Wound Claret is just so good. I remember in the previous MD, you can pretty reliably get Wound Claret early on using a burn team. And because of Wound Claret also does it on hit with a Wrath skill, and burn teams really like Wrath Resonance, or at minimum free Wrath Resonance, just to activate like free over passives. You can pretty reliably just do burn and bleed as a combo. I'll take this. For Mirror Dungeon anyways. Doesn't work if it's outside of that, obviously, but alright. That should do it.
비뚤어졌구려. 귀찮게 끌지 말지.
총원 불격.
That's rolling a 39.
이 작살엔 필살의
Huh.
담겨 있지.
38 for dealing damage. That is, that's rolling a 37. Holy shit. Bloody missed everybody. It used to make them roll even higher. I can't believe that they actually thought the previous Bloody Mist was okay for the game. It deserved to get nerfed.
이리로 와.
Oh.
귀찮게 끌지 말지.
기세가 수그러지는군. 반격의 기회다. 물의 배들. 잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
Really? Didn't activate assist attack there? So I hit on 1 out of 5? Moth? Yeah, I'll just take the Ego Gift. Alright, final fight. No point in grabbing Carmilla. Do I want? No, I don't. Sure. I guess I just sell them all. Is there anything worth using? I already have normal Gaussy, I have this. Yeah, there's not much more to get. Like, I'll upgrade the Poise Gifts, I guess. Could try and fuse, like, Clear Mirror Calm Water, I guess? How? Not only did it turn into a stone, it turned into one for bleed. I have it set to poise. Are you kidding me? See if this does it. No. Okay, this better do it. There we go. I'll just sell the rest. Don't need that, don't need that. Don't need this. Don't need this. I'll just upgrade. I'll just pour all this money to clear Mirror Calm Water. Then it's dependent, so then I could do a quick heal. Nice. Alright, this is almost definitely overkill. I don't even know what I'm fighting. This is... I'm gonna be hitting like a truck, man. Oh, it's Nelly. Alright. See how quickly you die. Her skill 2's rolling a 24. Okay. She might get staggered before she gets to use the evade. Never mind. Okay. Well, the bleed put her under anyways. Just, am I gonna deal like half her health in one turn? No, because Ishmael decided to do 5%. Oh yeah, Gossipium puts her back up. Okay, well. Doesn't really matter, she's still gonna die. It's clashing at a 34. Oh my god. This is so stupid, it's so much damage. And there you go. 2 turns for Nelly and that's it. God. Yeah, I'll claim this. How much more time until the gnomes go away? Because I do want to at least get the announcer. I know it costs 500. Wrong button. And to click drive. What'd that say? 12 days? Yeah, I have time. It's 12 days and 21 hours, so 7, 5, 20. Okay, so I have like one more weekly worth of stuff, and then I'll just do a few side and like normal MDs in my off time, and that'll get me there for the announcer. Heh, if I got the battle pass now, I could double the amount of boxes I have. Well, more than double. I have 700 right now. Nice. Just want to double check something real quick. Yeah, it is Pride Envy. Was there anyone else that also had like? I don't think you would have had it. You almost definitely have a gluttony. Yeah. It was I don't think there's anyone else from here that I put on that hypothetical. I know you have was a Pride Envy Lust and a Lust counter. Yeah. What was yours? Sloth, Wrath, Lust. Okay. Believe. Yep. And then I know he has a gluttony skill as well. Okay. They all have a lust skill. That much is evident. And yours was the same. Yep. Why are they here? I guess it technically wasn't an event. Yeah. I guess not, technically. There's you. Proof of loyalty and just vengeance. And the counter. And then there's the one who grips, which I still don't have. Yay. Do you work well for this? No, you don't. I don't remember the sin affinities of these guys off the top of my head. I doubt it. No, but they do have a pride skill though. What was yours? You don't even have a lust skill. Why? Yeah, I don't remember what the rest of the team was. I mean, one of them's probably Pequod Harpooner Heath for the Captain-ish Middle Dawn team that I hypothesized. Were you on the team? Well, I have a feeling you might have been. No, you're not. Okay. Okay. Probably Ryoshu. Probably Walpurgis after looking at that. And then if there's any other that happen to have exactly Pride, Lust, and Envy in their kit, then they'd probably also be on the team. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it here. It's actually getting quite late for me. But, I was about to say, as I said earlier, and then I realized I don't think there's any audio for that section, so I'll just say it here. Due to me returning to school and whatnot after a winter break and past exams, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to handle a stream schedule now that I have a new set of classes for university. However, I did manage to find some time to fit this in, specifically for Walpurgis, but once I do end up, settling in and finding a time period that I could do a weekly, or at least as I would like to do weekly, I will be streaming weekly. Not just Limbus, because I'm probably not just gonna do like MDs weekly for that. I feel like that would get a bit boring. But whatever comes up, I'll try and see if I can find something to do. But